Stefan Berggren, how's it going with you in this day of age of the internet?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm happy these days. And the internet has opened up the market a bit. Working with musicians all over the world. I work with musicians from Italy and Finland and Germany and England and stuff like that. So I'm very happy with the computer age.
So it's like that you're working like mostly online, like trading tracks and stuff, would it be?
No, not really. I think it's 50-50. When we work with the Berggren Kerslake Band thing, with Lee Kerslake, he stayed in my house. I have a studio here, and then we went and we did some overdubs here in my house, and then we went to another studio to record the drums and bass, and I guess we played live there, and we did some overdubs in my house. So it's about 50-50.
Which is great, we have to keep the tradition, of actually seeing the musicians in the same room today.
I kind of prefer to play live, and create music. I like creating music the old school way, where you actually play all together at the same time. That's the best thing for me to write and play, But it's not, it depends on the music, if you want, more modern sounded records, without any mistakes. It's good to use these computers, and fly out the files.
How's the music scene in your area like now? Has it been affected?
By the download, you mean, or?
Mostly like downloading stuff and people attending concerts, etc.
I think it's going better, actually. It's more. I think people like watching a live band these days, and it's for me. It's been going better and better. It's easy to get out if you have a good thing or a good product. With some great music. People like to rock. And if you play it well, they're gonna like it. But if you play shit, they're not gonna like it. So I think it's been better, actually, the last, especially since 2000. I think it's going better and better. The internet is going quicker and quicker and bigger and faster. And it's easier for people to catch up with the iPhones and stuff like that. So I think it's better.
Well, that's good. And Berggren Kerslake Band, your video for Walk Tall, I mean, a very good performance and video quality on that.
Yeah, do you like that, though?
I think it delivers exactly what you guys wanted. I'm sure. I like it a lot.
Yeah. That's recorded almost completely live. So we just counted in and we didn't do any cuttings or very few overdubs on it. So that's more or less the honesty that we want. We didn't get the feeling until the last 12 bars of the songs, but I didn't know how to cut, so we kept it. So I'm very happy with it.
What do you think of promoting videos nowadays? As important as it is, and for the fans to see the visual.
What I think about it, I think it's good, but it's cost to do videos as well, I think it's good. It doesn't necessarily need to be a band playing. I think that's quite boring. Maybe it's better to just take a walk on town or go to a nice view or something and just play the song in the background. It doesn't need to be that you actually do in a video with a band playing. You've seen that a million times. It's important, I guess.
And do you think it's going to stick that way, for a very long time in rock? The importance of a music video?
Yeah, I mean, it's not so expensive these days to do a rock video, so I think it's good for bands if they want to lift their song a little bit, I think people are always curious about guys in the band who they are and what they look like. So I think it's a good way of showing that. And I mean, it's not so easy these days to get on television, you know. Especially here in Sweden, it's more quite bad music going around on television at the moment. So it's not so much rock, I guess, you know. Rock is more underground.
It seems rock has always, you know, drifted from being on top of the world and then, you know, just underground. We just need it to be back normal trends.
Yeah, I never think it's going to be quite, you know. I think many people like rock, you know, when they party and when they drink, you know, people like to put on a rock record, you know, and I experience that a lot when I play to different people. It doesn't matter if there is, you know, young or old, you know. If you play a Chuck Berry song or a good rocker, they're gonna like it, you know. It's a new generation now. It's not the old guys. People want to rock on when they get old now. People are used to Led Zeppelin and Black Sabbath and Aerosmith and stuff like that. It's that generation who grows old, and I don't think rock is never going to die. You know, I think it's going to live on for a long time. It's better now than it ever was, you know. But I guess it's hard to sell CDs with a download, but people still like the music.
And it seems everything goes on YouTube now. You know, they can watch the video or listen to the song online. You know, and
I mean, you can spread it. You know, you can spread it, and all of a sudden you find a new band, and you get into that. You can download the songs in your phone. You know, I listen a lot to Black Keys. I think they're a great band, you know, so I just bought the record album on iTunes. That works fine, you know, and with a good set of headphones, you get a good sound. You know. It's not the quality as a CD, but it will do. Hopefully it's good. I heard Neil Young is working on a new machine that can actually get better quality than MP3s, so I can look forward to buy one of those.
Stefan, let's talk about your vocal range. I mean, in this video also, Walk Tall, you get to see kind of everything you do. You got an extensive vocal range. And I mean, you should probably work very hard to keep it, you know, going so strong, would you say?
Yeah, you know, I've been a full-time musician since 1994, so it's 20 years now. But I've been working hard, man. I have quite a dark voice from the beginning, but during the 80s I had to learn how to scream. And sometimes it impresses a couple of people. I kind of prefer to sing low, but some songs need a bit more. You need to, if they're long songs, you gotta give them something extra, you know.
And let's say when you listen to actually you singing yourself, you know, on a song, how do you look at it when you're listening to yourself? You know, do you appreciate your talents with your voice?
Yeah, but I like the sound of my voice. You know, I like the sound of my voice, but it's I mean, it's like a handcraft. You know, you have to work. I kind of improvise a lot, you know. When I write music and sing, I kind of sing the first thing that comes out of my heart and head, you know, and that eventually becomes the melody and lyrics for the songs, you know. So there's a lot of improvisations there. It's not that I actually write the song. I kind of improvise all the time, and then just pick up the good stuff, you know. Well, keep the good stuff.
And let's say with your work relationship with Lee Kerslake, how long have you been working with Lee?
I met Lee the first time in Friedrichshafen in southern Germany, where they make the Led Zeppelin Luftschiff. We had a gig down there, and he played with Uriah Heep, and I played with M3 Classic Whitesnake. I think Manfred Mann's Earth Band was the headliner, and they're good friends of mine. So we met there in the bar, and eventually we ended up in a gig in Switzerland, and with some guys down there, some friends of his, and they kind of met me on the road. So that was the first time I met Lee. So I think I met Lee for the first time in 2010 or something. But we never wrote anything together. We didn't have time. The only thing we did was rehearse the songs we were going to play that night, or those gigs that we did on in Switzerland. So we never actually write anything at the time. But I always was quite curious on Lee, because I knew he wrote a couple of tracks in Uriah Heep and with Ozzy Osbourne. You know, he wrote Flying High Again and Over the Mountain. That's really cool songs, and also Diary of a Madman as a composer. You know, and if you listen to those songs, you know, it's very well written and very. It's very good rhythmics in all the songs, and I guess the bass, drums and bass are fantastic. The whole band was great, you know, Blizzard of Oz. So I kind of pushed Lee to be able to write with him, you know.
A very experienced guy as well, you know, with all the years with Uriah Heep as well.
Yeah, and I mean he has his unique style of playing drums, which I like, you know. He has this shuffle swing, and it swings a lot. He has this. If you listen to Crazy Train with Ozzy Osbourne, it's Lee Kerslake played. So I mean, he has this very unique drum fills. You know, it's very tight and solid. You know, I'm impressed. So he has it very easy to play. You know, he's a very musical guy, and he can play keyboards as well, and sing. He's a good singer as well.
Mm.
So we usually jam. I kind of we kind of sat in my sofa, you know, with acoustic guitar and wrote the songs, you know, and recorded it on an iPhone.
Oh, cool.
So it's not this Berggren Kerslake Band is not an internet record. We did it, you know. We wrote it from scratch together, not over the phone or the internet. It was made meeting each other. So.
And what's next for the Berggren Kerslake Band?
Now we got some offers. You know, we're waiting for a proper tour, and we see how the album goes. You know, I guess it sells a little bit, and I'm not sure that it's released in. Are you in Canada?
Yes, I'm in Canada.
Yeah, so I'm not sure that it's released there yet. I think it's only on import or something. So
I do believe, yeah.
Yeah, so it's. I will see how the sales goes. We got good reviews, and hopefully we already done around 20 gigs, you know. So we got some offers here November and December, but we'll see if we're going to go with that, or perhaps we're going to do some festivals next year in Europe. So we're going to me and Lee are going to meet the 14th of November, 14th and 15th of November. He's coming here to play with Ken Hensley.
Okay. And
I'm going to play with a Canadian guy called Corky Lang. Do you know him?
No, actually I don't.
Yeah, he was the drummer from Mountain.
Okay.
Mississippi Queen.
Excellent.
So he's coming to Stockholm. We're gonna play here. So yeah, that's great.
Well, that was great talking to you, you know, about this stuff, and you know, to see where you're headed. And I mean, your voice is excellent. I just keep up the great work.
No, thank you, man. Thank you. I think we're gonna start working on a new Berggren Kerslake Band sometime in the beginning of next year. So we see how this one goes, and I also involved with a Italian project, so it's going to be released sometime next year as well. So
Okay.
it's quite busy, in the studio these days.
Excellent stuff. Well, you keep in contact, and I really appreciate you taking this time.
Yeah, no worries, Jason. No worries.